Let's see what Spirit has to say. What messages Spirit has for the collective. What messages Spirit has for the collective. I feel like the moon is significant here. So there could be some heavy emotions around the situation. Oh, let's see. So we have Storm Fields. Storm Fields is the first card. I feel like you are on a journey of returning back to self. I feel like there was some type of ending. We have a number 9 here, which means the number of completion, the number of endings, shedding old skin, starting over. There's a road, right? This gives me like Wizard of Oz vibes, right? Like follow the yellow brick road type of feeling. I feel like you're on this path into a renewal of self, into a finding of self, what that looks like for you. And I feel like you're being guided. You're being guided. And 5 plus 0 is 5, the number of change. I feel like there's a lot of change, a lot of internal directions that you're being pulled into. And I feel like all of them are internal. All of them are in this space of you finding your way back to self. What that looks like for you. Let's see. Ghostlands. This could be in reference to actual ghosts, physical, spiritual, somebody visiting you, or you having dreams of ghosts, or a space of being able to connect to the other realm, or needing to connect to the other realm. Maybe you have an ancestor or a past loved one that is trying to connect to you. This past full moon that we just had could have been significant for you. I'm gonna start and see what the messages in the book say, and see what this is. So Storm Fields, this too shall pass. Okay. Maybe there's a heaviness of something that you're going through, or a chaos that you've been going through, a hard time that you've been going through, because there is a tornado here. So it feels like maybe like your world is in an upwhirl, and you're trying to find your way. You're trying to figure out what to do next, where to go next. It feels like a storm, right? And the message here in the book is going to be, this too shall pass, okay? An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent up energy needs to be released, okay? Just as a storm in nature must break, for these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. Not all storms are destructive. Goodness. Rather, they serve nature by bringing rain into the ground and the wind and the trees, enabling the seeds to widely be distributed and continuously grow. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside of you or between you and another will benefit you in a long run. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. Okay? And this could be an internal storm. You know what I mean? This can be, it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical chaos. It can be an internal chaos of where you feel completely lost. You feel like you don't know your way anymore, and you're trying to find it again. You're trying to calm, right, this storm that's happening within. It doesn't necessarily have to be with somebody or outside of yourself, okay? Okay, so 50 is going to be the compass, finding your way. As long as you orient your compass to the true north, your direction, to your true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. So you are entering uncharted territories right now, and expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to the true north. This could also reference your north node, which is your destiny in your birth chart. Okay, so somebody may need to pull their birth chart to figure out what their north node is, what direction they need to be moving towards, and the direction that they need to be moving away from. Okay, only spirit or higher power can serve this function. Money, prosperity, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. So material things outside of yourself, once again, going within and not externalizing your power, not looking for, the answers in external things. Okay. They are simply things that you experience along the journey. Okay. The tools that you have along the journey is going to be your money, your prestige, your prosperity, your romance. All of these things are things that you experience during the journey, but they can't give you your destiny. You understand? Okay. So know that spirit is working in your life. So even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy for you to find your way. You have to find the faith and the trust for your compass with spirit as your true north. And this will reassure you that you will never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. Okay, so this is also referencing that we're never alone. Okay, you always have some guidance up above. You always have some guidance from God. You have to connect back to yourself in order for you to even be able to connect with God. Okay, God as yourself. Okay, God connecting back to your godly self. Your godly self can never be lost. You got to remember, life is never happening to you. It's always happening for you. Okay, Ghostlands. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future. Okay, but you must live in the here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely do the present and the future match up exactly on the enchanted chart map. That is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can live there, yet you can take measured steps towards a goal or dream. These steps are very important right now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wishfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons that you've already learned. However, you cannot live there, nor can you go back and change what has already happened or or change what was. Okay, yesterday is gone forever, right? Done. Live fully in the present, in the here and now, because it is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. Okay, being present, staying aware of your surroundings, staying aware of your messages, staying aware of what is happening moment by moment. Oftentimes we're too distracted and we're not paying attention, and spirit can't connect to us when we're in that state. Spirit can't connect to us when we are in a state of anxiety, or we're in a state of desperation, or we're in a state of anxiousness or need, like a need to have something, a need to be somewhere, a need, the heavy emotions they block our intuition. They block us from hearing spirit fully. They block us from knowing our direction in life and getting the connection with ourselves, because these things don't exist in the other realm. Okay. And you have to learn how to be self-aware of your moments. Take every moment as, it's really important, right? It's really important for you to stay in the moment, because the past gives you anxiety and the future gives you fear. Okay, you're constantly trying to figure out what to do next, or how is it going to happen, or when is it going to happen, and you create this fear within your spirit. And anytime you have an internal conflict, it doesn't allow you to get the answers that you're needing. It doesn't allow you to see clearly. It doesn't allow you to, truly be where you need to be. Spirit is calling you back home to self. Okay, and letting you know that the storms that you're facing, the things that you're going through, they will pass, but everything is for the path of your evolution. Everything is happening for you and not to you, and you will soon see that when you get out your own way. When you sit down and actually ask yourself, what is my lesson here? What am I supposed to be learning? Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? You know, instead of feeling like the world is against your shoulders. Spirit is always working on your side, but you have to be open to receive, okay? So whatever answers that you're looking for, they are within. And so sit with yourself and really reflect on your own personal thoughts so that you can get a clearer direction of what needs to happen next.